Let's bring in our guest, ladies and gentlemen. He hosts the podcast 1000. He used to formerly host Get Your News On with Ron. He's a good friend of mine. And I orange pilled this gentleman. I've forcibly orange pilled this gentleman. So it's very fitting that we have him on the Orange Pill podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the show, Ron Placone.
I mean, hi, Graham. Orange, I mean, it's not like it's a one-time thing. Really, it's a way of life.
Yes.
It's a journey.
It is. Actually, that is fair. It is a journey because Bitcoin is like one of those things you learn about it at first and you kind of get a grasp of it. And then you keep learning more and more and more about it, especially when you have a buddy like me who won't shut up about it. So then it's
just happens to be a little interested in it.
I don't know if you look at, I don't know why you think I'm way interested in it. I'm just on a set that says Orange Pill. Like I'm doing a podcast whose soul has one theme and it's Bitcoin. I just spit. So this is all we're talking about morning, noon, and night on this show. This is what I literally moved to I moved to El Salvador so I could just talk about Bitcoin with people who also just want to talk about Bitcoin all the time.
Dude, I mean, that's pretty cool that there's just like that specific of a lane. There's actually a place that you can go. And for you, it also has surfing.
Oh,
so that's like all kinds of wins.
This is the perfect place for me. I mean, literally, I'm in such you coined it when I came down here. You're like, yeah, how's Bitcoin Disneyland? And that's what this is. This is Bitcoin Disneyland, and there's surfing. It's so great. Like I'm tan. I was snorkeling Saturday. I was surfing yesterday. It's just gorgeous, man. Like I was meditating on the beach this morning. It's so great.
It's raining here, actually. It's raining in LA today.
When it rains,
everybody's in a great mood, though. Yeah. Everyone's happy here. Everything's fine. There's nothing to worry about. But it did rain, which is okay because we collect all the water, so we're doing great. Sure. We collect it right.
No, LA is this like dynamic, exciting city. And then when it rains, it becomes a third world country. Like it just becomes a floating nightmare.
They shut everything down. Like everything. It's like when I moved to Los Angeles, I thought, well, it'll be cool. I'm going to live in a place where there's no snow. So like it won't impede my day to day. But basically LA's equivalent of a snow day is it rained. So it really is the same thing. Like it is. It rains and we're done. It's over.
Can you imagine if LA actually got a snowstorm? Like people would go insane.
It would end. It would be like The Last of Us. It would literally the entire city would just go up in flames. And it would just be a total dog eat dog, whatever, which is basically what it is now, except there's still taxes. But it would really just go full throttle into that, and nobody would come check on us. They would just leave us. They'd be like, "I heard LA's a freaking just dead zone." And they're like, "Yeah, we knew that." No, literally, like it's a freaking dead zone. People won't notice until they're not getting their fruits and vegetables anymore and nothing is coming out on Netflix. Then they'll be like, is something wrong with LA? I feel like something's up. I feel like something bad might have happened.
How long do you think it would take before Angelinos resorted to cannibalism if there was a snowstorm?
Dude, like 2.5 days. There would just be like one person who goes, it's actually way more health conscious than a burger, and it'd be on. Everyone would just be, let's eat people. They don't give a shit.
It would just be like, my Pilates teacher said eating human flesh is actually really good for you, so it's amazing. We're all doing it now. And people would be like, all right, I guess I'm eating my neighbor. That's cool.
There's actually an entire diet based on it, and it really is. I mean, you're basically cleansing your body with other bodies. Okay. You do it for 30 days, then you stop.
Oh. Yeah, no, I've heard about this. The 30-day cannibal cleanse. I heard about this.
Yeah. I mean, the alliteration really sells it. 30-day.
And there'd just be Instagram influencers doing like cannibal cleanse. Like everyone would just be, it'd just be automatic. LA within like 40 hours, 50 hours, between 40 and 50 hours, people would be eating each other. It'd be great. So somebody asked the chat, what would the vegan equivalent be to the Impossible Human Burger?
It'd be a vegan person. It would just be a person that was vegan.
Person. Yeah, Trader Joe's would come out with
this person vegan,
a plant-based cannibalism.
Yeah. Was this person vegan? It's like that episode of Portlandia where they're asking if the chicken had a good life. It'd be like, was this person vegan? Like, yeah, it says so on the packaging. This was a vegan person. So guilt-free consumption.
So if your neighbor was vegan and you ate the vegan, then you would be a vegan cannibal? Is that
still vegan? Yeah,
well,
still vegan.
Well, then I would probably people would be wanting to eat me.
You're vegan flex in that case. It's like, well, I'm vegan except for humans. Like, oh, I know a lot of people that do that diet. Great protein substitute. It's all the trend in LA. Or there's the 80-20 version where you're vegan 80% of the time, 20% of the time you eat people jerky. So that's also it's also a good option.
No, the people jerky at Whole Foods is really amazing. It's amazing. Like it's farm to table people jerky. It's really good.
I like the fact that they let you grind it yourself. And if you bring a reusable jar, you save 25 cents, which is fantastic. I mean, say what you want about that guy, but he's making the world a better place.
That's how insane LA is. LA would go this nuts on killing and murdering and eating other people, but they would feel like I'm doing the right thing. Like it's the people driving the hybrid to their private jet, like kind of a thing or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Or my favorite is being flipped off in traffic by someone in a Prius with a coexist sticker on their bumper sticker. That's my favorite. LA. That's my favorite LA thing right there. That sums up LA all in one. Like I drive a Prius, so I'm better than you. I have coexists, which is really it's those kind of hippie types bragging that they're like more enlightened than you, but then they flip you off in traffic because they're at the end of the day, they're just rage-filled psychos who are just barely hanging on.